Hi, everyone. So, this is a situation right now. My webcam's not working. I don't know whether it is a computer issue, a camera issue. I don't know. But it's not working right now, and it hasn't been for a few weeks now. Um, I am doing screen sharing right now, so that's how you're seeing this document. But this is a situation right now. I'm supposed to be going to yet another hearing. Keep in mind, all these court things, all these hearings, all these this legal harassment has been going on for 5 years, all coming from Manitoba, all coming from either the Manitoba Court King of Courts bench or agencies that fall under like that are funded by either the Canadian government or the Manitoba government. So I've been harassed nonstop for 5 years at this point, and I think in the last couple months I've started making some headway with getting people to finally understand what I've been going through. Um, a lot of people have been super nice to me in the last little while. Um, of course, like I'm not going to ask them for anything or anything, but you know, it, just the acknowledgement that people are starting to actually understand what I've been going through and how the harassment has been affecting me, and the level of harassment that is occurring. Just the acknowledgement of that is huge. Um, so for to those people, I'm gonna say a huge thank you for showing an interest and actually taking the time to listen and to understand. And but for the moment, I want to talk about or moving on. I want to talk about the Manitoba College of Social Workers and the OPP in Ontario. Okay, so the OPP is the Ontario Provincial Police. And I reached out to them today because of an issue with the Manitoba College of Social Workers and the Manitoba College of Social Workers panel. Now, I'm supposed to be going into a hearing on July 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about the actual hearing per se. I'm going to talk to you about today just getting there and what going to this hearing means for me. Okay? So, I recently just started a new job. And for anybody who's ever worked in Canada, um, you most provinces, if not all provinces, have kind of a 3 month probationary period where like the employer can pretty much dismiss you without notice in the 3 months. Um, now, so of course, I don't want to give them any reason to dismiss me or anything. Um, but regardless if they do or if they don't, I mean, I think I'm a pretty good employee. But that's besides the point. Um, okay, so I I reached out to OPP today because the Manitoba College of Social Workers demanded my presence on July 23rd, 24th, and 25th of this year at a hearing. So it's supposed to be a 3-day hearing. And you know what, honestly, it's kind of funny because one of my friends, and I'm totally getting sidetracked here, but one of my friends in Kenora um, said to me yesterday, "Well, what is this hearing about? Like, what are they doing? Why does it take 3 days? A custody battle doesn't even take 3 days sometimes. So, at least mine didn't. So, I mean, when you consider that fact, I mean, it's you question Why? What possibly could they be planning? Okay. But regardless of the time frame, me taking 3 days off of work at this point would essentially be detrimental to my job. Um, I don't want to take 3 days off. I think that taking 3 days off um, would put me in a bad financial situation, even if I don't, and even if my career does, or even if my job doesn't end, it still would put me in a financial situation, a bad financial situation. So there's the financial abuse that is happening there, that the Manitoba College of Social Workers is putting me in. But in order for me to actually get there, I wouldn't need to take 3 days off. I would need to take 5 days off. Now the buses in Kenora only run in the morning, which means I would have to leave the morning of the 22nd to make it to the hearing on the 23rd. I would also need to leave on the 25th, on the 26th, if I were to spend all day at the hearing on the 25th, which of course is required, right? So that's 5 days of work that I will be missing. Now, I've been told by my employer already that that's totally unacceptable. So now my choice is ending my job or going to this hearing, ending the thing that literally supports my life, or going to this hearing. Well, I'm not going to end my job if I can avoid it. So my plan is to work on the Monday, the 22nd. And because I don't have a vehicle right now, I'm going to be hitchhiking from Kenora, Ontario to Winnipeg. Now, if anybody sees me on the side of the highway, if you could give me a ride, and if you're a safe person, I would very much appreciate it. Once I do get to Winnipeg, I'll probably be staying on the streets because, again, I don't have any place to stay. Hopefully, one of my friends will step up and say, "Hey, you can stay with us," but I'm not going to impose on anyone. So that is what and I mean, I can't afford a hotel room because I might not have a job to go back to. How I'm not going to I can't afford a hotel room, plain and simple. I mean, a hotel room is a couple $100, and I might be losing my job. Um, I can't afford that right now. On top of that, there are two lawyers coming up against me from the panel where I can't even find a single lawyer to represent me. And we'll talk about that in a later video. But that is a very real thing too. On the panel of the um, on the panel of the the panel of the College of Social Workers is this guy named Corey Wilson. Now, he used to harass me nonstop, and now he is chairing the Manitoba College of Social Workers panel in something that will affect literally the rest of my life. To me, I think this is totally unfair and totally unfair and unreasonable. And I had asked OPP to look into a restraining order against him. Um, and we'll talk about the OPP's response right away. But I just want to get back to what attending this hearing means. So it means me hitchhiking to Winnipeg on the 22nd, staying on the streets of Winnipeg, and then hitchhiking back to Winnipeg the night of the 25th in order to get to work on the 26th. I mean, this unfortunately is my reality right now. My choice is literally put my life in danger or attend this hearing. Now, the Manitoba College of Social Workers also said that I could attend through video conference, but I don't have the means to do that right now. My camera is broken. It has been for a while now. And I don't have the means to do that. OPP suggested that I go to the library and ask the librarian. Well, they don't know whether that would if the library would be able to help or not. And the fact that they're not even willing to help me actually secure something for this hearing, I mean, they're literally just saying, not my problem. I mean, I'm going to go look tomorrow and see if they will, or make a call to the library and see if they will be able to help me. But the reality is, if even if I do get a spot at the library or reserve a computer with a webcam and all this other stuff, because the college is insisting that I do it through webcam, it would have to be in a public place like a library, which of course can have 30, or well, could have numerous people come and go and hear everything going on, which really, first of all, it violates my privacy, but I'm not overly concerned about that. But it also speaks to um how unjust this hearing actually is. um so we're going to talk about OPP's response to me reaching out to them for help. So today I reached out to them for help, as mentioned, and this is the email I sent to Jeff Duggan. Good afternoon, Jeff. I need some help with an ongoing issue that recently has resulted in my life being put in danger. It should be noted that I spoke with Constable Rushby, badge number 16414, who told me that this is not a police issue. Actions resulting actions resulting in forcing a person into a situation where their very life is threatened is not a police issue. It should also be noted that I will be discussing the response from the OPP on my channel in the next 24 hours if I cannot get assistance with this matter. The situation is this. I have a hearing in Winnipeg through the Manitoba College of Social Workers, July 23rd, 24th, and 25th. I've told them that I've just started a new job and this 3-day hearing would result in me being unemployed. They don't care. There is a man by the name of Corey Wilson on this panel that is in school and harassed me nonstop. I would like to get a restraining order against him. As well, there is no way of getting out there right now as I do not have a vehicle. Buses run only in the morning and I can't take 5 days off work. My only other alternative is hitchhiking Monday night to get there for Tuesday. I can't afford the bus ticket, and even if I could, there are no buses that run Tuesday evening, meaning hitchhiking is my only option. They did mention video, but I do not have the means right now for video conferencing. What is being done is harassment. It is that is resulting in financial exploitation, abuse, and putting my life in danger. I need assistance with this matter ASAP. His response is, good afternoon, Susan. It sounds like this would be a matter for Winnipeg Police, as the person that is harassing you lives in Manitoba. Conversely, it could be a matter for RCMP if the person lives outside of the city of Winnipeg. Have you tried to contact them? So I am not a resident of Manitoba, which is why I contacted OPP. I said it would be an Ontario police matter because I'm no longer a resident of Manitoba. My only question is the police going to help me, or am I going to be left in a situation that puts my life in danger? His response is that would be a question for the Winnipeg Police Service or RCMP. It sounds like these concerns should be brought up with the panel, and if virtual is not an option, maybe Legal Aid Ontario can assist with the virtual portion, so you don't have to travel and you can state your case so that this mail is not on the panel. They may be able to provide you a quiet space and an iPad or similar. So they are not concerned about the harassment of this individual. they're basically saying a resident of Ontario is being harassed, but it's not an Ontario police matter, right? Um, a resident of Ontario is being harassed, putting their safety, putting them in a position where their very safety is in jeopardy, and it's not an Ontario police matter. In the next video, we're going to talk about human trafficking and how financial exploitation can occur with human trafficking. Now, I'm just going to I'm not saying that I'm being human trafficked, but I want to point out the correlation between what's going on and and um and well, I am being financially exploited because I'm being told that I have to miss 3 days work. I am being told that in order to attend this hearing, I have to pay for travel. I have to pay for a place to stay. Otherwise, my very safety is going to be jeopardized. And unfortunately, the reality is I can't pay for it, so my very safety is going to be jeopardized. Um, and I'm being told by by Ontario Police that it is not their concern at all. Um, so we're just going to leave that for. I'll just leave that with you guys for tonight and let you think on that. And hopefully, I can get some help from OPP tomorrow, or if not, hopefully somebody in Kenora will be able to point me in some direction that will be able to help me. So we'll leave it with that tonight, and you guys have a good night. And if you see me on the highway on Monday night, please be nice. Stop, offer me a ride to Winnipeg, please. Have a good night, everyone.